Epic scene. I've lit the fuse, Watson. Step sharply, or we're in for it. You get Miss Carroway. I'll deal with the bomb. I wouldn't recommend it, Watson. Leave it for the police. And leave this mess to explode accidentally? I can't do that, Holmes. Holy crap. Uh-oh. Is Watson dead? You saved my life. I'm sorry your friend didn't. Oh god, where's the corpse? That's just his hat. Where's his corpse? Must be like Chaozu and blew up everywhere. Giblets everywhere. Watson! Huh, that's weird. My hat. Look, Holmes is absolutely surprised. His mouth is moving and he's not saying anything. I am profoundly sorry. Nonsense, Holmes. It was my decision to try to defuse the bomb. You can't take responsibility for my folly. Very generous of you, old friend. What happened? As must be obvious to the world's greatest detective, I failed to stop the burning fuse from reaching the black powder. Just when I saw how dire my situation had become, I saw a trap door in the floor. I jumped inside and saved my life. That's weird, I didn't see a trap door. And a good thing, too. I would have been seriously displeased had you been injured. Injured? The guy would have died. As would I, I'm sure. And the ambiguously gay duo walks off into the sunset, with the lady in tow. Good day, gentlemen. Very good of you to come. Let's speak softly so we don't disturb the boy. Your spirits appear much improved since we last met, Mr. Farthington. Your reputation for perspicacity is not undeserved, Mr. Holmes. My profound thanks for your efforts on behalf of Miss Carroway. I presume that Dr. Smithson's letter was all that you had hoped it would be. Indeed, Mr. Holmes. As you see, I have already been able to reunite mother and son on the strength of it. I am very gratified to hear it. Justice has been served. What has become of Lady Bromwell? We received word last night that the unhappy woman expired from apoplexy. Perhaps it is for the best. What are your plans, Miss Carroway, if I may ask? Of course you may, Mr. Holmes. You and Dr. Watson saved my life, after all. I will continue singing at the opera. Hall will come live with me on Bun Hill Street, and we'll try to be very happy. As for Mr. Caruso, we shall have to see. Very wise, I should say. You know, of course, that your sister's killer has been convicted. Thanks to you and Dr. Watson, I understand. It is, however, a small consolation. Somehow I feel responsible for Sarah's death. Nonsense, Miss Carroway, if you'll excuse me for saying so. Blackwood had no idea that the pendant contained the letter he was looking for. He blundered into its theft, and will pay for his error with his life. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Watson, we should take our leave. A moment of your time, gentlemen, if I may. Dr. Watson, I have read your accounts of Mr. Holmes' exploits, and I presume you have kept a record of this case as well. I have indeed. I wonder if I might prevail upon you to withhold or at least postpone the publication of your journal for the sake of mother and his daughter, and for the boy and his mother. I will consider it, Mr. Farthington. Then I bid you good day. And that explains why it was never published, except in game form. Who knew? And now we've reached the end. Ah, such a relaxing day, and playing the violin.
So, does your account of this mystery come to a satisfactory conclusion, Watson?
As good as could be hoped for, Holmes, considering 3 innocent lives were lost.
Indeed, and more's the pity. But we did unravel a muddle that flummoxed Scotland Yard. We apprehended the 2 vicious criminals. And best of all, we reunited a mother with her son. I would like to have seen Lord Bromwell in the dock, but he has submitted himself to a higher authority. May they all receive their just rewards.
Amen to that, Holmes. I'm glad it's over. This was a most peculiar and troubling case. It was a long time before I realized that all of our investigations were related. Sarah's murder, Anna's abduction, and the killing of Frederick Gardner and Moorhead were in a sense all the same crime. I suspect that you knew the pendant was the crux of the case much earlier than I.
I think that is a just and a succinct summation, Watson.
Humble to the
Amazing,
end.
Holmes. Should I live 100 years, I'm sure I shall never meet your equal.
My thanks, Watson. But don't be too certain. There is a master criminal who thinks he is already more than a match for me. No doubt we shall have to deal with him in time.
And thus ends Let's Play The Lost Files of Sherlock Holmes, The Case of the Serrated Scalpel. This game was one of my favorites as a kid when growing up, and I'm happy to have brought it to you with some less than average voice acting. Hopefully it provided a semblance of how it was like when I played it. Thank you all for sticking around, and I hope to finish Goblins 3 in the next few weeks. I'm Wodball signing off, saying good night and good luck. See you guys next time.